Hi one and all, welcome. So I'm gonna put up two videos tonight. This is the second of the two. If you want to understand why I'm applicable to talk about this video in any way, whatever application that is, the timestamp is just before this one. You can find my channel page, my videos. It's right before whatever this one is. I what am I calling it? My meaningless existence, hypomania. That'll be the title. The other way around. So the purpose of this video is, hopefully being helpful, and not babbling about my own bullshit. Because I do that sometimes. So the relevant information that I found out that most people don't know, even if they have a condition, of whatever, one or two bipolar, or like if they have like point score almost there or whatever, applicable to mania or mania, whatever. So if you experience mania at whatever sort of suburb, whatever, relevant information that your doctor may not even know to tell you about because they don't learn it to tell you, because they don't know to learn what isn't prescribed medication. So relevant information. If you experience mania, something to not do when you have mania and you're taking medication for mania, for bipolar, or potentially other things too, that would impact states of mania, or like onset of them, or trigger an entire state. So supplements that are supposed to be all well and good, for most people really are generally, but they're not always, and they're really quite dangerous for mental health, especially if it's gonna tip you over the edge and be hypomanic and take your life and be really glad to do it. So I'm gonna recommend a few. I'm gonna tell you about a few medications or supplements that I know not to interact with others. But I would suggest, if you do use supplements, be sure to check them interactions, and probably your psychiatrist, or even your medical doctor probably will have no idea about supplements other than iron, because that applies to anemia. So they would they wouldn't know, but you can really insist that they find out, because it's really important. The reason why: if you take a supplement such as St. John's wort, ginseng, ginkgo biloba, generally things for either easing anxiety or feeling energy, like ginseng, which I apply very well because I've kind of crippling fatigue, and it's kind of what helps the most, other than my thyroid meds and the iron for the anemia. So I do take ginseng, and I learned why I should consider which is the better terrible outcome of whatever choice, which is the preferable negative scenario. So ginseng, if you interact ginseng with an antidepressant such as, like, there's a few, but such as Prozac, which I take, ginseng can amplify the side effects of Prozac. And one of the side effects of Prozac is inducing mania in people who are already predisposed to be bipolar. So if you're not bipolar or have a predisposition to already be, and maybe you're just in a depressive state mostly, it could trigger a manic state. And the ginseng will make that state bigger. Another interaction would be, if you are bipolar, you will assumably take medication. So that medication, the effects of it will be diminished. They will be less if you take ginseng. So the manic state will it'll come. You'll have a manic state because the medications are no longer functioning to the capacity to keep the manic state away. So I'm not going to talk about my whole decision making over all the choices that I have that are not really very good because it's pick and choose, and either way there's negative consequence. But for you guys, I mean, if you take a supplement, don't just assume that there's no interaction. It's not followed by like prescription medication in terms of interactions and consequences and learning what they are. So there's no reason why medical professionals would be taught which ones, because mostly people won't report it, and because they don't know that that's what's causing it. If they have they assume it's safe, so they won't know that that's what's causing it to report it. So there have been very concrete cases, clearly suggesting that it does reduce the effects of medication for those who are bipolar. So not just ginseng, whatever you take, whatever it is that you take, just whatever you take, don't assume. Just find out for sure. Find out very sure, because mania can feel kind of nice. Euphoria, it's way better than distress. But it's certainly not ideal for anyone but ourselves, feeling that good, because it's a bit exaggerated. And the consequences can be pretty bad, depending on what form of. So, avoid. Definitely take care of you, take care of those around you. I'm making weird noises. That's the thing. I'm gross. That was actually sarcasm, but I sort of believe it. Okay, so, right. Whatever. There's actually an drug interaction checker that you can use until it's Google Doctor, but it's not. You don't use it as a diagnosis. Refer to your doctor, be sure. But there's a drug interaction. You look up drug interaction checker to get some kind of an idea. It's not a confirmation. It isn't. Find out for sure from your doctor, for sure, and make sure that they check, because this is important. So whatever it is, just find out. So there you go. That was my helpful stuff that you may not have known, because most doctors don't know to say it. It's not exactly widely publicized that it's an issue, because they really want to sell their supplements. So it's relevant. Take care of you guys. Take care of your health.